Welcome, guys, to Evolution's preview show, the official amplified preview of WWE Evolution, the first ever all-women's pay-per-view event this Sunday, October 28th, from Long Island, New York. A lot of people wanted me to do amplified booking for this pay-per-view. And while I will admit I did think about it, the truth is, it's not worth my time. It's not worth me booking this because usually my booking is a million times better than Vince McMahon and WWE's booking on these pay-per-views anyway. Now you take a shit show like this that they've put together, of course I'm going to shatter this. So all that's going to do to you guys and to myself is yearn for what could have been. The whole time I'll be watching this pay-per-view, I'll be thinking about my booking. And I'll be watching this shit show and I'll be thinking, fuck, this could have been a million times more epic if there was actually creativity behind it. If people gave it the time of day, if people gave it the time, the energy, the passion, and the creativity that it deserved. This pay-per-view could have been epic. We were all excited, or most of us excited, when they first announced this thing several months ago. And then for months, this just turned into a tragic situation, a tragic event. I could get all amplified in this preview, but it's not worth it. If you want me getting amplified on Evolution, all you gotta do is watch my last few videos, where I literally go ballistic on this piece of shit garbage trash that they're presenting us this Sunday. So I'm gonna try not to get amplified. I'm gonna have a nice civilized tone as we go over the preview. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna drop facts and truth. Right? Because that's what I pride this channel on. So many YouTube channels, or especially wrestling-based, are just based on opinion. Everyone has an opinion, right? That's why I want this to be a little different. I want these videos to be filled of facts, filled with truth, not just opinions. Because again, everybody's got an opinion. They're like assholes. Everyone's fucking got one, and they're usually full of shit. That's what opinions are. So, with that being said, I first want to jump into Sasha Banks, Bayley, Natalya versus the Riot Squad. Sasha Banks and Bayley in there. We always make fun of this match because it seems like we've seen this match a million times. So why do we go ballistic? Why is nobody excited for this Sunday's 6-women tag match? Why does it feel like we've seen it so many times? Well, that's because we have. And I'm about to give you some astonishing numbers, again, facts, truth, that back up why people like me are sickened by this match come this Sunday. This is what we've seen with Sasha Banks in the Riot Squad since WrestleMania. Right after WrestleMania, this is April 16th when the Riot Squad jumped over to Monday Night Raw. And one of the first things they did on April 16th Raw is they jumped Sasha and Bayley. This started on April 16th, and nobody gave a fuck about that feud to begin with. Then we went on a week later, April 23rd, the Riot Squad defeated Sasha, Bayley, and Natalya. Now that was a 10-woman tag, so the Riot Squad also had Bliss and James. Sasha, Bayley, and Natalya had Ember and Nia Jax. So you're telling me Sasha, Bayley, Ember Moon, and Nia Jax, and Natalya, fucking Bayley in there, they can't beat the Riot Squad, Bliss, and James? No, the Riot Squad took that victory April 23rd over Sasha and Bayley and Natalya. April 30th, 1 week later, Ruby Riot defeats Sasha Banks one-on-one. 1 week later, Ember Moon defeats Ruby Riot and Sasha Banks in a triple threat match. So again, Sasha and Ruby are right back at it a week after that April 30th loss to Ruby Riot that Sasha Banks endured. May 14th, 1 week later, Ember, Natalya, and Sasha against the Riot Squad again. May 28th, 2 weeks later, Sasha Banks right back in there with Ruby Riot. 1 week later, Alexa, Ember, and Sasha versus the Riot Squad. June 18th, 2 weeks later, the Riot Squad defeats Sasha Banks and Bayley. 1 week later, the Riot Squad defeats Sasha, Bayley, and Ember again. What do we have? A few weeks later now. This is July 30th. Sasha and Bayley versus the Riot Squad again. August 6th, 1 week later, Riot Squad defeats Sasha and Bayley again. August 13th, 1 week later, Ruby Riot defeats Sasha Banks again. 1 week later, Riot Squad defeats Sasha, Bayley, and Ember again. Now, at this point, Sasha just leaves for September, or most of it. She says, all right, at this point, we're just going to keep on taking the Riot Squad. It's now being fucking declared. I guess Sasha came out and said that she was having concussion-like symptoms. They sent her home. That could be true. I see no reason for her to fucking lie. I also believe that she just needed to get the fuck away for a minute, because losing to the Riot Squad every fucking week would give me a fucking concussion, and I don't even gotta hit my head. So she comes back. And what is waiting for her when she comes back after a fucking month long plus? It's an October 22nd, this past Monday, loss to Ruby Riot again. And that has been your last 21 Raw matches for Sasha Banks. 21 since WrestleMania. She has been in 21 matches. Literally, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of them have all been with the Riot Squad. 13 out of 21. In fact, out of those 21 matches that Sasha Banks has been in, and Raw matches, she has only won 7. Think about what I just said. One of the best, even if you don't like her, even if she's not your number one, she is in the conversation for one of the best female wrestlers right now or forever in WWE's history. Sasha Banks is that fucking good. Mannerisms, expressions, selling, her moveset. She can do ground games. She can go to the air. One of your best ever. Her last 21 Raw matches, she has only won 7. In fact, so what that's telling you is 14 out of those 21 all lost. 14 out of 21, she was on the losing end. You know what that averages, guys? That means every 3 matches, 2 are lost. She averages 2 losses every 3 matches. She averages 1 victory every 3 matches. She has been in nothing significant since WrestleMania or before WrestleMania. No championships, not even championship opportunities. If that doesn't scream somebody's in the fucking doghouse, somebody pissed off, suits and ties in the back, somebody is not looked upon in a great way backstage. She's doing something to piss off a lot of fucking people, or she's just hanging around with the wrong fucking people. Maybe Bayley is truly looked at as a clown backstage, and Sasha Banks is her best friend, and they're like, hey, guilty by association. We don't know. But what I do on this channel is I give you guys facts. I just don't give my opinion and say, oh, I think Sasha Banks is being treated poorly. I think Sasha's being mistreated. I think Sasha deserves better. I just don't say opinion. I'm going to tell you facts on why I feel that way, and I just gave you staggering, crazy, absolute ludicrousy in these numbers. 21 Raw matches, 14 are all L's, losses. 13 out of those 21 are all with the Riot Squad. More than half of those are all losses. And half of those were her flat on her back, eating the pin. What am I getting to? This is an Evolution preview show. So what's all these facts leading to? The 6-woman tag match that they announced for Evolution. If you haven't heard about it, let me tell you what it's going to be. It's the Riot Squad versus Sasha, Bayley, and Natalya. Yet again. This is a pay-per-view match. On a match nobody wanted to see on Raw anyway, but we ended up seeing it 13 fucking times anyway. If you think about what 13 times is, guys, that's more than 3 months worth of Raw matches. And on their big Evolution, their epic pay-per-view, they're giving it to us again. What do we need to see in the first place with these teams? It was over the first time they met. Then they did it a second and a third and a fourth and a fifth and a sixth and a seventh and an eighth and a ninth and a 10th and 11th and a 12th and a 13th, now a 14th. Singles, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 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 2-on-2, 1-on-1, 2-on-2. What more do we need? What, you can't BC me at BC. Well, they had to take Sasha. They didn't know if Sasha was going to be able to make Evolution beat. Bullshit! You're telling me they held the Riot Squad, Natalya, Bayley, all fucking hostage until we got final word on Sasha Banks? And if that is the case, that's the best they have for Sasha. What do you think they have for Sasha Banks if she didn't leave for a few weeks? That's my question to you. What do you think they actually had planned for her? Do you think she was going for titles? Do you think she was going to be in a number one? Do you think she would have maybe been in that stupid, insignificant, nonsensical battle royal? I think all of these superstars would have been in that fucking battle royal. I don't know which is worse. This stupid six-woman tag again? For the millionth time? Or that fucking battle royal? But that's what you're getting. What can I preview on this? There's nothing to preview on this six-woman tag. Go back and watch the last 7 months of Raws, and there's your preview for the Riot Squad versus Sasha and Bayley. That was their plans with these women from WrestleMania on. We're just keep them in there the rest of the year. Sasha Banks. Think about that name. Think about what she has already achieved in this fucking business with the company against her. And at Evolution, the big first ever women's pay-per-view, she's going to be in another six-woman tag with the same fucking opponents and the same fucking people by her side. It's a fucking sham of epic proportions. It's a clown show. It's a fucking joke. It's embarrassing. It's sad. Again, if I didn't run through that list, WWE is hoping that the majority of its fans forget that. They want you to forget what you just saw the week before. They want everything to be the same, so it's business as usual. They don't have to get too creative. They don't have to spend a lot of money. They don't have to devote too much time to these segments. So they want you to forget everything. But then there's people like me that'll keep dishing out the facts, so I make that company look like the fucking idiots that they are. So let's go to the second match. A battle royal that declares nothing. This is supposed to determine a future number one contenders match. So the winner of this match will get a future title opportunity for their brand. As I said in numerous times in numerous videos previously, Naomi just won that fucking, what was it, Mae Young, Fabulous, but whatever. No, I think they took Moolah out because there was some controversy. So I think it was like fucking Mae Young. There was some trophy at WrestleMania. Maybe it was fucking Mae Young. I have no fucking idea. But it was for the women. And it was a trophy that you win. It's almost like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Well, they won this fucking trophy. And Naomi won that motherfucker. Wouldn't you think that guarantees her a future title opportunity? No. She never fucking got it. So now they're placing the title. Now we'll definitely give somebody a future. What's the future mean? 5 fucking years from now? WWE has no consistency. But that's not even my biggest gripe on this Battle Royal. The fact that you have a Battle Royal on your Evolution pay-per-view is mind-bogglingly stupid to me. The whole point of an Evolution was to show how far you have come and how far you are going away from what you once were, away from the bullshit matches you once gave us. And one of those was a Battle Royal. So how do you show how far you've come? You throw all your talent into another Battle Royal. I know I said I wasn't going to get amplified on this preview, but how the fuck can you not when you honestly think about what they are giving us? And they think this is okay, or maybe they are honestly just trolling their fans. Maybe they're honestly just shitting on this, hoping it doesn't succeed maybe. Because they want the women on the back burner. I don't know anymore. I have never been a conspiracy theorist, but how can you not look at this as an inner job, an inside job? How can you not look at this as self-sabotage? It's bad enough they're sabotaging Crown Jewel. They have decided they're keeping that shit in Saudi Arabia. They're not budging. The money is too good. Vince McMahon has shown his greed. His own superstars don't want to go, but he's saying, no, the money is fucking good. It's already sabotaged. John Cena pulled out. We're hearing Daniel Bryan is pulling out of that event. Superstars are dropping left and right. Nobody's comfortable with it. So not only is Crown Jewel sabotaged, Evolution sabotaged from the beginning. A battle royal. Some of the best talent you have in WWE right now. Naomi, Ember Moon, Asuka. They can't even showcase their talents on an event that's supposed to showcase the females and how far they have come. We have come. As professional wrestlers, as professional wrestling fans, male, female, where have we come as professional wrestling as a whole? Where have we've come from? The time where women were getting 10-second matches, brawn panties, battle royals, to Hell in a Cell matches, last women standing matches, an actual decent fucking Royal Rumble match. And then it's like we took 10 steps back. That's where we have come as professional wrestling, as WWE. That's where we have come. We have went back 10 steps with the females. We're back to 6 women tags, the same old redundancy. We're back to battle royals. We're back to no creativity. We're back to fucking divas. That's the battle royal. What can I preview with it? I can't preview anything. If you want a preview of this, just like the 6 women redundant tag team match at Evolution, if you want a preview of the battle royal, just go back and watch every other women's battle royal. They're all pathetic and they joke. It's sad and it's embarrassing to watch. What's even more sad and embarrassing is that we have to watch this again at Evolution of all places. That's the first couple matches. Let's go to the next couple matches. If you only watch the main show, the main roster, you don't even know what the fuck is up with the next 2 matches. The Mae Young Classic is on this thing, and while I expect good and even maybe great wrestling, there's no story to it. BC, the story is they're the finals of a tournament. You guys know how I feel about tournaments. I fucking hate them in pro wrestling. What the fuck is a tournament in a scripted product going to achieve? It is a scripted platform. A tournament for 2 fucking months does nothing for someone like me. That's not a story. Some jackass with no creativity is scripting out a whole tournament and I'm supposed to fucking love every second of it with no actual story, no feud, no grudge, nothing special? But the wrestling will be good, BC. Yes, I don't doubt it will be. I can watch great wrestling outside at the local bingo hall down the street. What the fuck are we all paying money for on the network or on fucking pay-per-view? We want more than just the wrestling. Give me the story. Give me the feud. Give me the larger-than-life characters. But we get the Mae Young Classic. Okay, at least we get some wrestling. Golf claps. Then we go into the NXT Championship. Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. Again, I expect a good wrestling match. At least there's more story there. But the casual and the mainstream fan won't know who the fuck these gals are, or at least maybe they know who they are, but not a lot about them. They don't know the history. They don't know the feud. So you can only hope that the wrestling is going to be really good, or else that Long Island crowd is going to be dead as fuck. And that's contagious. When the crowd is dead, the people at home, we're kind of like, fuck, you know what I mean? Is this really cool? What the fuck do you go into, man? And then we have finally like something that has some story and feud with it. But unfortunately, there's a downside, right? It's WWE. It's their 3rd fucking time meeting in like a month and a half. And that's Charlotte versus Becky Lynch for Becky Lynch's SmackDown Women's Championship. This is going to be a last woman standing match. This is the only match I'm looking forward to because I know it's going to deliver in one way or another. Or at least I'm fucking hoping so. But when you look at this tragic card, that's the only match that sticks out and we can depend on. We can depend on that match actually fucking delivering. Charlotte and Becky have been beating the shit out of each other. You really believe the tension in the feud, in the story. There's a believability to the fact that Becky will stop at nothing to tarnish Charlotte. And Charlotte is truly, every time she delivers a promo, in tears because she wants her fucking friend back. And now it's just turned to a point where, after this week's Performance Center segment on SmackDown, it's gotten to the point where all bets are off. Now there needs to be just one woman standing at the end and one needs to be dropped flat on her back for good. So I love the story that's being told. It's the only match I can say that about. But again, the downside is we've already seen this match a number of times in the past month. And then you go, so I can't, what else is the preview? Like everything else, just go back and watch their other matches. And then you go into the main event. Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. Ronda Rousey, a female that can literally fucking just snap any body part of any female that I really fucking know in this world, is going in there against the ultimate diva, Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella can be in there with Brie Bella, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Alicia Fox, Tamina, and Ronda Rousey at the same time could defeat all of them. Literally, she just could. In real life and in wrestling. And that's our main event. BC, they can sell tickets, that's why. Did you see the ticket sales roar? I had one idiot actually tell me that. He goes, BC, they're doing this match because watch the ticket sales. When they announced this match, the tickets... No! Again, I drop facts. You are wrong. The ticket sales stayed stymied. They were stagnant and stymied for the longest time. The only reason they started to creep up the last 10 days is because that's what happens closer to the event. And when I say slowly started to climb, that's what happened. They did not sell this motherfucker like they thought they were going to. There's been zero build to this event like we had hoped for. There's zero excitement for this shit. And it's because they put together matches like Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella. And the ticket sales didn't even fucking budge. The excitement meter didn't even budge. So was it worth it in the long run? Did the mainstream media really pick up on it? Go back and give me all the articles that were roaring about Nikki and Ronda. Oh yeah, zero. And the ones you do find, they were about Ronda Rousey. Nobody gave a fuck about Nikki Bella. The only time mainstream media picked up on Nikki Bella was when she broke up, apparently, with John Cena. Or vice versa. And everyone picked up on it. And maybe that's what got Vince thinking, shit, maybe she's a mainstream star. Let's put her with Ronda. And that failed. Looks like she wasn't as mainstream as you thought she was. Please, the only people watching Total Divas is a very small group at this point. The same people watching Total Divas are probably the clowns watching CNN. The only thing worse than fake news is fake wrestlers. So let's put her in there with Ronda fucking Rousey. That makes a fucking lot of sense. That'll put asses in seats. That'll get people interested and excited. What can I preview here? It's a legit monster taking on a fucking diva in your main event. Are you honestly excited? If you are, golf clap. And then there's an exhibition match. Fucking Lita and Trish, who we had such high hopes for. Trish is coming back for a match. Lita's coming back for a match. And then we find out it's against fucking Alexa Bliss and Mickie James in a tag team match. And on top of that, Alexa Bliss is injured yet again. So, from what we're hearing from Mickie James is she will be able to compete Sunday. But all that's telling me is she won't be largely in action. So you have a tag team match where she won't be... That means Alicia Fox is going to have to probably get involved somehow. Right? To kind of even it up. This is a schmaz. Trish Stratus deserved an actual match. I want to see Lita in there with an actual match. And don't give me the bullshit that WWE doesn't know if they can put on an actual match. They can put on 10 minutes of fluff better than a 15-minute match with most of these fucking females. And we would be more excited because it's Trish and Lita. So don't give me that bullshit. Lita and Trish at 70% are better than 100% of most of those fucking wrestlers in that locker room. It just is. I love Carmella, but come on. Alexa Bliss, come on. Alicia Fox, come on. She's been there over a fucking decade. Her talent has not moved up one iota. Don't get me started on Tamina Snuka and Nia Jax, please. But I'm sorry, it's Sasha Banks that will just throw in nonsensical 6-woman tag matches for 7 months. And let's make sure she loses 2 out of every 3 of those. So that's your exhibition match with Trish and Lita. And that's your whole paper. That's the preview, guys. That's the whole preview for something that was supposed to be so fucking epic. I ask you a serious question. Are you excited? As Def Leppard once asked on their Hysteria album, are you excited? Are you excited? I didn't think so. How could you be? WWE went out of their way to make sure that you are not excited. Make no mistake about it. I hope they go out there, these females, and deliver. I hope this thing succeeds in spite of WWE's self-sabotage of these females. It's sad to see them constantly going out there and being shitted on. It's time they go out there, and even when Vince tried to throw them nothing but shit, I hope they all go out there and turn that shit into gold. And I hope when they get back through the curtain into gorilla position after their matches, they're all throwing that shit and those gold plates right back at Vince McMahon. In your face, motherfucker. It backfired. We are going to be the talk tomorrow morning. At the water cooler. In everybody's school. In the offices. In the streets. They'll be talking about us, Vince. Not your fucking crown jewel. And if they are talking about your crown jewel, it's not in a good way. Trust me. Look at those headlines already. I hope they go out there and kick ass, man. I wish and I hope every single female competitor going out there this Sunday, nothing but the best. Be safe, but take risks. Take chances. This is your stage. They're not putting you on the highest platform, so create your own highest platform. Be the talk you wish to be the next day. Be the star you wish to be in this business. Be the change you wish to be, because nobody else is going to do this for you. Clearly, that's being shown by Vince and his cronies. WWE Evolution this Sunday. This has been your preview. I wish it could have been in much more higher spirits. I wish it could have been much more in a way that presents it, that we all get excited. WWE just went out of its way to make sure that wasn't possible. And they succeeded in that. I just hope they don't succeed in hindering these females this Sunday. I hope they go out there and kick fucking ass. I, of course, will see you guys Monday morning for Evolution's The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly video, where I'm going to go over the whole card, what actually transpired, and it'll be a review and reaction, and I'm hoping there's a whole lot of good, guys. For now, coffees and ass whippings, you know the deal. Check you later.